the case, you can. I'm sorry. Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Sing with me. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. We do Hapares. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, Ben.
Thank you for joining us tonight as we eagerly anticipate Bat Mitzvah, one of our favorite people and our favorite students, Caroline Kaplan. We welcome her family and her relatives. We'd like to start off warming up with a couple of songs to get us into the mood for Shabbat. This one's called Haparei Sukkot Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Haparei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu Bi'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Haparei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu Bi'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Bi'al Yerushalayim Bi'al Kol Amo. Bi'al Yerushalayim Shalom. Bi'al Yerushalayim Bi'al Kol Amo. Bi'al Yerushalayim Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Haparei Sukkot Shalom. Shalom Aleinu Bi'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu Bi'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Another one or two. Okay. Now, I've been meaning to look in the prayer book to see where this is in the beginning. There's a passage called Lechu Neranana, and which will also give you the words to this next song, a song of praise, and we'd like to sing that next. It's a traditional version.
I looked this up last week too.
I know I
Should have remembered it.
We'll kind of start it off anyway. And if you have shakers, this is a good one to shake along with.
Page 130.
130. Thank you. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana, Adonai. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana, Adonai. Naria, v'tur yishenu, mikama v'ana v'toda. Naria, v'tur yishenu, v'izmaynu v'tariyala. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana, Adonai. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana, Adonai. Naria, v'tur yishenu, mikama v'ana v'toda. Naria, v'tur yishenu, And I'd like to welcome the temple band here,
Woohoo!
an abbreviated version of it with our piano player Phyllis Burlow and our percussionist and father of the bat mitzvah, Desi Kaplan. So I'm really happy to have them with us. And we'll do one more song. This one's called Shir Chadash. It's in the back of your prayer book. I'm going to say something like page 648, but I'm not sure. I need to. We're in a bit of a rush today getting ready, but something that we've often done here, so I think some of you will know it as well. Shir Chadash means a new song, and it starts off with Shiru Ladonai, which means we sing to God.
And that is the correct page.
And okay, 648, great. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Shiru Ladonai, O Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Ladonai, O Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along all the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai, O Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along all the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai, O Haaretz. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. I will sing a new song unto God.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.
It's wonderful to be here on Shabbat, and particularly this occasion of Caroline's bat mitzvah weekend. And welcome to everybody. And I'd like to now invite Caroline and Ellie to come on up and open the doors of the Ark and the Ark curtain. Please rise in body or spirit. Please be seated. Now we're going to continue our service with the lighting of the Shabbat candles, which you may find on page 120 and 121. And I would like to invite the Kaplan family to come on up. Sam Fisher, Julie, Ellie, Desi. And Caroline. Yes.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen, 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 amen.
Thanks, it doesn't go back to your seat. And now that we've lit the lights of Shabbat, we're going to continue by welcoming the Shabbat bride with the singing of Lecha Dodi, which you may find on page 138.
Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishtiyanu el am yuchad. Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, Shemu tiferet v'li'ila. Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Verse 5. Toreri, Toreri, Kivavori, Umi, Ori, Uri, Uri, Shirdaveri, Od Adonai, Alai, Iglah. Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Last verse. Boi v'shalom, Ateret ba'ala, Gam b'simcha, U'zahola, Toch emune, Gam segula, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Lekabbalah. Lecha Dodi, V'krakala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabala, B'nei Shabbat Mikabala.
And now that we've welcomed the Shabbat bride, we're going to continue with the next section of our service called the Shema Uvirchoteha, which you may find on page 146 as we rise in body or spirit for the Baruch Hu. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed.
Page 148. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chochma poteach she'arim uvitvuna mishaneh itim umachalif et hazmanim umsader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or uma'avir yom umevi layla uma'avdil bein yom uvein layla Adonai Sevaot Shemo El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Top of page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Page 150.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu levadeta Otanu lemadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu uvkumenu Nasiach bechukecha V'nismach ledivrei Toratecha Uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ki him chayinu V'yorech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla nege yomam v'layla V'yahavatcha al tasir Mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, 152 and 153. We continue with the Shema. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Please be seated. Page 154. V'yavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meyodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher nochi tzavcha hayom al vavecha v'shinantam uvanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtaha b'beitecha v'vlektecha b'derech v'shachvacha v'kumecha v'kshavtam liot al yadecha v'hayulot u'tavot bein einecha v'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'visharecha l'mahan tizkaruhu v'asitam et kol mitzvotai v'tam kedoshim le'elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emeth.
Well, now we continue with the singing of Michamocha on page 158, the song that the Israelites sang when they crossed the Red Sea to freedom from Pharaoh's grip. Get those shakers ready.
Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh. Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh. Torah Kehilo, Osei Feleh. Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh. Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh. Torah Kehilo. Osei Feleh, Ma'otecha, Ma'uvanecha, Okei Hayam, Lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ve'eli a'anu v'yamu, Adonai Ilo, Le'olam va'ed. Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh, Michamocha ba'alim Adonai, Michamocha netzar ba'kodesh. Tehilo, Osei Feleh.
Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise to you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Continue on page 160 with the singing of Hashgivenu, hoping that God creates a shelter of peace around us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Elohim, Shalom, Shalom. V'hamidenu Shomrenu L'chayim. Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha, Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Continue now on page 162 with the singing of Shamru. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot haberit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot haberit olam. B'nei uvein b'nei Yisrael B'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot haberit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-Shabbat ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot haberit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorot haberit olam.
And we turn now to the next section of our service, the tefillah, which means the prayer, on page 164. Please rise in body or spirit.
Anananananana Adonai. Ananananana Fatai Tifra. Ananananana Ufiyagi. Ufiyagi Tehilateha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Fatai Tifra. Ananananana Ufiyagi. Ufiyagi Tehilateha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Fatai Tifra. Ananananana Ufiyagi. Ufiyagi Tehilateha. Ananananana Fatai Tifra. Ananananana Ufiyagi. Ufiyagi Tehilateha. Ananananana Fatai Tifra. Ananananana Ufiyagi. Ufiyagi Tehilateha.
Page 166. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Ha'kibor B'Hanaraha El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim B'Konei HaKol B'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'Neihem L'Ma'an Shemo B'Yahava Melech Chozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Yisrael Sarah. Atah Gibor L'Olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav L'Hoshia Mechakel Hayim B'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim Zohamech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim Umatir Asarim Umkayehem Emunato Lishenei Abar Michamacha Ba'al Giberos Umido Melach Melech Mimit Umchayehe Umasmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Natan Chayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God.
Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated.
And now we continue our service with the singing of Shalom Rav, a song for peace, on page 178.
Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, תעשי לעולם. Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Ta'asi Le'olam Ki ata u'melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Ki ata u'melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Ta'asi Le'olam Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Ta'asi Le'olam V'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Ta'asi Le'olam Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Ta'asi Le'olam Ta'asi Le'olam
Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Continue on page 371. The Misha Berach Get Well prayer. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. This evening we think in particular of Michael Nussbaum, Judy Wasserman, Andy Feit, Dottie Levin, Judy Bloomfield. And if there are others whose names you would like us to keep in our hearts and our minds, we prepare to recite the Misha Berach. You may say their names aloud or in your hearts as I look across the room.
Bill James.
We think of those who continue to suffer in Ukraine and in all the countries around the world who are at war. We think of all those in hospitals around the country suffering from illnesses. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for all of their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send all of them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen.
Sheberach Avotinu Mekol Habracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Sheberach imotenu mekol habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And now, in addition to thinking of all those who need our support at this particular moment, we also think about all of our good fortune and all of the blessings that God has given us, because on Shabbat we're commanded to remember God and remember all of the blessings that God has given us. And so I'd like us to just be able to tell each other any blessings or things that we're grateful for at this particular moment on this particular Shabbat. Can't think of anything special that anybody might be grateful for here this evening, but Anybody want to say it?
We're grateful for Caroline.
You're grateful for Caroline becoming a bat mitzvah. Excellent. Wondering if you're also grateful for Ellie.
Absolutely. Her sister.
And training.
Thank you. Anybody else here who's grateful for something in particular?
I'm grateful I married Harry.
All right. Desi's mother is grateful that she married Harry. Excellent.
I'm
Jen.
grateful Eden just started high school and Sam's now a junior.
So Jen is grateful that Eden just started high school and Sam is a junior. Hard to believe. Yeah.
Our grandson is 2.5 and he just started nursery school. And he's really liking it. He's particularly fascinated by these little mice that they have. And it's strange that that's his favorite thing so far, but he's liking it, so that's nice.
So Val is grateful for their grandson who started nursery school. Isn't that a little early to start nursery school?
2.5, right? Yeah.
I don't know. They start them earlier these days.
It's only a couple hours, a couple days a week.
Excellent. And his favorite activity is watching the mice. In the New York area, there's a lot of mouse watching that he can be doing. He could be 24/7 watching mice.
These are supposedly teaching them something. They're not running around.
Okay, they're supposedly teaching them something. Okay. Anybody else?
Well, we're grateful that our son Sam is back to school for his second year of college at UMass Amherst. And he drove himself back in his car that he got a very nice gift from his father, my father-in-law. And he's liking school and he's looking forward to a good year there.
Excellent. And I guess I'll have to say I'm thankful for my son, who right now is somewhere between Utah and Idaho. He's driving himself from El Paso to Tacoma, Washington, and he stopped in Moab last night and saw all kinds of canyon-y type of things. So he's going to be starting his job on September 13th.
That's exciting.
So very exciting.
Very exciting.
And
Yes.
speaking of driving,
Kimberly.
I'm thankful for my oldest son, Hayden, who's learning to drive now. And according to him and his brother, he's already a better driver than me.
Wow. Hayden, you're learning how to drive? How is that possible? So we're grateful. Hayden's parents in particular are grateful that he's learning how to drive and will be a great driver. And I have a car for you when you get your license. Anybody else? I'm also grateful for Ben, and I'm grateful for Phyllis, and I'm grateful for all of you, because we have a wonderful congregation. And on that note, we're going to continue with the singing of the Shehechianu, thanking God for enabling us to reach this moment.
I'm grateful for you, and not only for being our friend and our rabbi, but also for being yet another member of the band, another percussionist here.
I noticed you left me off the first
I know, I
time.
realized. This was my opportunity.
Okay. To redeem yourself.
And we will sing a contemporary version of the Shehechianu prayer. 2, 3, 4. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Amen.
pause for a moment of silent prayer. Now we continue with the singing of O Say Shalom, another song for peace, on the bottom of page 180.
Oh, say shalom, ben yoma, say shalom, aleinu, v'yavod, Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom, ben yoma, say shalom, aleinu, v'yavod,
Well, Shabbat Shalom again, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom again, Rabbi.
This is going to be a very brief little sermonette because, as you know, the High Holy Days are coming up. Rosh Hashanah is next Friday night and Saturday. 10 days later is Yom Kippur. I have to write my 4 major sermons of the year. As I tell people who are not of the Jewish faith or people who are Christian, it's like imagine having Christmas and Easter 10 days apart. For the minister or the priest, it's really chock full of my brain is like swimming with all these different ideas right now. So, but I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Torah portion, which happens to be the Torah portion which Caroline's going to be reading tomorrow morning, Nitzavim, and it starts off at Tem Nitzavim Hayom Kolchem, right?
Yeah.
I got it right?
Yeah.
Good. So all of you today, which translated as all of you are standing this day before the Lord your God in order to make a new covenant with God. And so it's this a little bit of a strange Torah portion to be having at this point in time because it's also the Yom Kippur Torah portion. So when I was thinking about this Torah portion, I was thinking it's a little bit right before Rosh Hashanah, but it's also a little bit Yom Kippur. But I wanted to talk about what it means to stand before God, to enter into a covenant with God. And I kept thinking about what I wanted to say about it. I kept thinking about Caroline, and I kept thinking about how she is like the epitome of what it means to stand before God, to be make a new covenant with God, and be in a special relationship with God. I'm going to say this to you again tomorrow morning, so if you forget it tonight, we'll remember it tomorrow morning. Because Caroline really is the picture perfect person to be standing before God in covenant with God, and just the type of person she is, as you could tell by the way she sang the prayers, chanted the prayers this evening. She puts all of her heart and soul into it. She doesn't just read what she's doing or practice what she's doing. She really feels it in her heart as an emotional connection to the Jewish people, and so I'm so proud of her for doing that and having that connection, but also just being such a bright person and using her intelligence and her enthusiasm to bring to our community and to be such a wonderful member of the community and her classmates, and I can tell having some of her friends here this evening, and I know a lot more coming tomorrow. She's in that situation where only she and Jacob are the same age, but she has a much larger group of friends who are older and younger, because she draws people to her, and that's what it means to be part of a Jewish community, is for each person to try to connect themselves with everybody else and feel like they are creating the community amongst themselves. So she is the epitome of somebody who creates community amongst her peers and the new generation of our people. And also just being like somebody who wants to do the right thing. And the mitzvah is something that Caroline's all about, wanting to do the right thing at every moment and just trying to make the world a better place and the people around her happy. And all of that combines to as somebody who really is what not only a bat mitzvah, daughter of the commandments, all about, but somebody who's really just standing before God and connecting to God and connecting to all those people who are standing with her. So congratulations on your bat mitzvah tomorrow, and congratulations on being somebody who is stands before God in such a wonderful, wonderful way. Mazel tov. And we could all emulate your example. And now you have to live up to that for a long time. So now we're going to continue our service with Yelenu on page 586. Caroline and Ellie, come on up and open the Ark curtain. Please rise and body your spirit.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, לגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Please be seated.
And please join me at the top of the next page, page 588. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושל יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כתבתו בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחת, אין עוד. And now please join us on page 591. You're welcome to come up for the Bayom Hahu, contemporary version that we enjoy doing. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. נאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. אחד ושמו אחד. אחד ושמו אחד.
The introduction to the Kaddish is on page 599. We think now of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Recall those whose yahrzeits or anniversary of whose deaths occurred this week: Harriet Dauber, Irving Fanger, George Gerhardt, Lenore Lieberman, Sam Perlman, Sylvia Weisberg, Floris and Ben Kaplan, Lawrence Kaplan, Erin Kaplan, A.L. and Leona Stein, Stephen Levine. We also think of Ruth Benedict, our temple member who died during this past month. And at this time, if there are names of others you'd like us to keep in our hearts and our minds, as we prepare to recite the Kaddish prayer, you may say the names aloud as I look across the room or in your heart.
Carol Finkel.
Wanda Cosgrove.
Douglas Wynn.
We also think of all of those who have lost their lives in Ukraine and other conflicts around the world. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. We rise in body or spirit to recite the Kaddish prayer on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei rabbah, b'yamad yivrach yirutei b'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'yizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olnei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha b'rechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'mamav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to our country, to Ukraine, to all Israel and all the world, as we say together. Amen. Please be seated. I'd like to call on Mindy Stanley, who's always rushing the beam up as I say her name for the announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And I have the honor and pleasure of mentioning tomorrow morning is Caroline Kaplan's bat mitzvah, and she's going to do awesome. And thank you so much, Caroline, for all the joy you've brought me all these months working with you. Thank you. So Caroline tomorrow morning, and then on Sunday morning we have the fun of our first day of religious school. It'll be here at 9:30, and hope all the kids can be here to have a very pleasant morning, a lot of fun activities. And then next weekend, starting on the evening of the 15th, we start our Rosh Hashanah services. It'll be Erev Rosh Hashanah, I believe 7 p.m. 7 p.m. here next Friday for Rosh Hashanah, followed by a Saturday morning service for the first day of Rosh Hashanah. That will be at 11 o'clock. This year we're doing something special. We're having everyone together, all the families, the adults, all the kids, and we're going to have special events for the kids, so please let us know ahead of time if your kids will be here as well. So that will be 11 o'clock, everyone here together for first day Rosh Hashanah, followed by Sunday when we will have two special events. We'll have our second day Rosh Hashanah service, also at 11 o'clock. Everybody welcome. And then we're going to have a special Tashlik service where we throw away our sins into, in this case, the over the North Bridge in Concord. And what you're going to do is, instead of doing breadcrumbs, and this will be, by the way, at 3:30, we're going to doing a little bit earlier this year, so it'll be Sunday at 3:30 at the North Bridge in Concord. And there's going to be special water-soluble paper, so it's biodegradable, safe for the animals, safe for the environment, for people to write down their sins and cast them into the water. And where can you find those papers? In your High Holy Day bag. So we will be doing our traditional High Holy Day bags for all temple members. And so if anyone would still like to order some for family, friends, whoever, even for the whole temple community, please check your mail. You will have received a form. If not, please let Tina Torman know and she'll get the information to you right away. Thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Mindy. And any other announcements? Michael?
The Ping Pong Club will be meeting at my house on Wednesday, the 13th, and anyone who played in their past, and there's no, it's non-competitive, it's just for fun, and we seem to have fun. This is, I think, the 1-year anniversary of the Ping Pong Club. I remember announcing the start of it during the camp, the fire, the fire pit, whatever, last year, so I assume it's around a year.
Wow, so that's the 1-year anniversary of the Ping Pong Club next Wednesday at Michael Finkel's house, and you say it's not competitive, but some people are more competitive than others.
Rabbi, I mean, she wanted to keep score, the only person.
I was the one who didn't want to keep score because I was too competitive and it would bother me if I lost. So keep your competitiveness at home if you go to Michael Finkel's house. Thank you. And all right, so a lot of things coming up. And congratulations to the Kaplan family again. And it's great to have your family here. And Caroline is going to do totally awesome tomorrow, as she already did tonight. And thank you to the Kaplans for sponsoring the Oneg. So now going to continue our service with the Kiddush on page 122 and 123. I'd like to invite Desi up to lead us in the Kiddush. Please rise in body or spirit.
The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesho, v'ahava uvratzon, inkilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher yetziat Mitzrayim. Ki banu v'acharta, v'yotanu kishashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'yava uvratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat. Amen.
Should have put a little more in there.
No. Thank you. Thank you.
And now we'll continue with the Motzi, and thank you, Sharon Finberg, for making the challah this evening. And so I'd like to invite all of the pre-bar bat mitzvah age people here to come on up with Caroline. This is your last time up here as a child. So bring your cohorts with you. Ellie, that means you too. Screen. Okay.
Ready to sing?
Motzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together, as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Thank you very much. Guys can go back to your seats. Please be seated.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
And please join us in our closing song. We'd like to do a version of Adon Olam, which we haven't done here lately for a while, but we used to, and we'll give it a try again tonight. And I think you'll find the words to Adon Olam, one of the first songs in the back of the book, probably around page 637 or something like that. So here we go. Kind of starts slow and then it gets fast and then it gets slow again. Something like this. Adon Olam
625.
Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Yigna Asa Mechepso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Yigna Asa Mechepso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Kariki from Apple, if I don't you know I have a Google, who ye yepity para, share my life, but tear him from you to the top. That's not the help of all as I'm election movie. Kariki from Apple, if I don't you know I have a Google, para, who I have a Google, pity para. Yachari. Kiklot hakol livado imloch nora behu haya behu hoved behu yeh betifara
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And Mazel Tov.
That was fun. Oh.
We're just playing out the video. The service is over. Ben still has to do overtime. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.